Again, good evening. My name is Dan Clipper, and I have the great honor of being the director of the Oldham County Community Band. If this is the first time you've seen me, I'll let you know I just moved to town recently. A little bit about myself. I taught in Indiana for about 8 years, and at around age 30, I realized that I wanted to get my master's degree, and I ended up at the University of Louisville. And while I was at the University of Louisville, I got my master's in wind conducting, and I had the honor at that time of meeting Mr. Brad Rogers. Last year, I believe it was, there was an opening at the high school, and I applied, and now I'm the director of bands at Oldham County High School, and we rehearse with the kids over there, and we also rehearse with these fine folks every Tuesday at 7:30. I've had just so much fun over the last several months, getting to know these guys, getting to play music with them, getting to work with them, and it's been a real joy. Our first tune was Sea Songs by Ray Vaughan Williams. Ray Vaughan Williams, the long, great English composer, one of the forefathers really of band music. For the longest time, it was just kind of considered that band music was the loud music that maybe you had at the county fair, even back in the early 1900s. And then folks like Ray Vaughan Williams and Gustav Holst realized that, hey, this is a serious art form and a serious medium to make music. Sea Songs actually was originally supposed to be part of his English folk song suite, and then it just kind of ended up its own thing, and it's a lot of fun. Our next tune is another piece that's considered a standard for the wind band. It's Malcolm Arnold's Prelude Siciliano and Rondo, originally written for brass, I believe, small brass ensemble. It was arranged by John Painter, and it's going to be in 3 different movements. It's going to start with a prelude, which is going to be kind of a fanfare, a Siciliano, which I just consider one of the most beautiful pieces in all of band music, and then we end with a lot of fun with the rondo. It's standard performance practice to hold your applause until the end of all 3. We hope you enjoyed Prelude, Siciliano, and Rondo. As I've said earlier, I have just become the director of this group this year, and I've just become the director of this group because of the passing of Brad Rogers. I feel very ill-equipped to talk about the importance of Brad Rogers for this community, so all I can do is tell you what I know. I know that Brad arrived at Oldham County High School, I believe, in 1987, and he became the director and created this group in 1989, just around when he was my age. And I cannot imagine the forethought and the investment that he had just when he was here for a couple of years to know that this community deserved a community band. And I also have to respect him so much just because this year I've obviously stepped in his shoes a little bit, and I'll tell you, working a full day at the high school and then sticking around till 7:30 to work with these fine musicians, it takes a little bit. And the fact that he was able to do that for all the years from 1989 up until today is just staggering. The amount of investment that he saw in this community, not just at the high school and the students at the high school and the myriad number of students who have gone on to both do music and not do music, but also looked at the community of LaGrange, Kentucky, of Buckner, Kentucky, of Crestwood, Kentucky, and the knowledge that like music does not need to just be a thing for students. It deserves to be a thing that you can invest in your entire life. And I know there are people in this ensemble who just joined us this year. I know there are people in this ensemble who joined in the 2000s and the 1990s. And I believe Dave Mell, where are you? Was one of our charter members of this ensemble. Again, I can only speak to what I know, and from the brief amount of time I've spent in Kentucky, I'll let you know, because maybe some of you aren't part of this world. Obviously, Brad Rogers was a behemoth in Oldham County, but I'll let you know, in the band community, Brad Rogers is one of the most important band directors ever to walk through the state of Kentucky. He is going to be deeply, deeply missed. Our next tune is in honor of him. It is called If I Should Go. When I put together this evening's program, I did my best to do what I think Brad would appreciate. That we started with some standards, all-time great band pieces. Of course, we had to do some pieces in honor of him, but also we're community band, so we're going to have some fun as well. Next tune is a lot of fun. It's called Instant Concerts by Harold Walters, although it's not really by Harold Walters, because it's really by all the great composers and all the great tunes ever played, ever, by anything, rock bands, orchestras. You're probably going to hear a tune you like. Hope you enjoy Instant Concert. Our next tune is from a pretty well-known movie from the 90s. Just curious, how many of you are familiar with the movie Mr. Holland's Opus? All right, a good number. I talked to my kids over at OCCB as we were preparing this, and I asked them if they have ever heard of this movie, and I think we had 2. Time comes for us all. Anyway, obviously, the meaning of this is very much tied to Mr. Rogers, but it's really tied to everyone that kind of helped OC and this community band come together. I think of the charter members that held this together. I think of our current members, and I believe our new advisory board that has helped me so much in getting settled here and making all of this stuff happen. And I think, of course, of Mrs. Pat Rogers, who has done so much for both this group and OCHS, the band. This tune is especially for you. This is Mr. Holland's Opus. One thing that really brings me the most joy is I think back to July when Brad passed, and that's not that. It was the day after he passed. That Tuesday we had community band, and I talked with some of the folks here, and I felt I'm not sure it was my place. It was like, should we have rehearsal? Should we not? Like, it's kind of up to you guys, and pretty universally everyone said that no, we need to have rehearsal. We need to play that night. And I'll tell you that first rehearsal, the middle school band room where we previously were was packed to the brims, and I just know if Brad could see that, he'd be pretty happy. And I know he'd be happy with how all of you have played this evening. We have one more tune for you. Before we wrap things up, I will give the standard spiel that I remember hearing for the first time when I attended this concert last year. If any of you happen to have an instrument in the closet, we have folks in this group, legendary band directors in this group. We have current band directors in this group. We have folks who I met for the first time a few weeks ago and told me, hey, I haven't played in a while. And somebody told me that this was a good time. And I said, yeah, it is a good time. I'm happy you're here. So if you have an instrument in the closet, we would love to see you at our rehearsals. We meet every Tuesday from 7:30 to 9:30 at Oldham County High School. Enter in through door 2. You don't even need to tell me. You can just show up with an instrument, and we'll find you a spot. And I know for me, some of my best joys this past few years has been playing my clarinet again. So if you would like to join us, I know we'd love to have you. From here on out, we'll see you throughout the holiday season in a number of locations that I can't remember right now. But we'll see you around LaGrange playing a number of holiday tunes. We'd love to see you there. We'll make sure to get information out to you. I know we put some great work into putting that lovely sign out right outside the high school. So we'll make sure information gets to you. We have one more tune for you. It's a number of classic TV medleys. I'm sure you're going to know one you enjoy. This is a symphony of sitcoms.